Hey, welcome to another Valley Forged. So, I was perusing the YouTube land, trying to figure out how to cut some metal. Yeah, okay, I won't get carried away. But, I really couldn't find much. And, why? I really couldn't understand it. Now, behind me, I have this 30-watt Monport MOPA laser. And here, can I move my head? Yeah, right back there. Hey, it does all the things that it does. You can see all the stuff that I've made. Yeah, this is engraved brass coin. And, I made some gifts and did some nameplates and all kinds of fun stuff. But I was looking for something practical that I could use in my business. Could I make some products? And earrings seem like the perfect thing to make with the MOPA laser. Now I could, make metal earrings, right? Couldn't find hardly anything. There's a few YouTube videos like Chinese manufacturers, but nothing with words, and it just, yeah. So as usual, I'm looking for your help as I did it, and I'm going to show you. And it's great, but what am I missing here? Like, why isn't this a thing? So let me go over what I did, how I did it, what worked and what didn't. Now, mine is a 30-watt MOPA, and I did a review for this, but it works great. For all its positives and negatives, the thing really works. And y'all probably saw my videos on it before. I, made the colors and everything because mine's MOPA, but I don't think that makes any difference when it comes to cutting metal. I think whether yours is MOPA or not, it doesn't matter. So I will have settings and things for this as well. So what I first tried is, hey, I've got this I think it's 0.5 stainless steel. Now, I can't make earrings out of 0.5 stainless steel. It's too heavy, and I don't think it looks that great. But I figured, hey, I would try and cut this. And you can see it how it's bent, and you can see in the back it didn't cut all the way through. I tried all kinds of settings, and of course, I'm doing cleaning passes, a whole bunch of them in between, so it'll cool down. But no matter what I did, you could feel it gets really deep, but it wouldn't quite go through, which is fine. It's, I just wanted to see if it would do it. Maybe somebody out there with a 30-watt MOPA can do that, but I couldn't do it. Like I said, it's fine. It's not really what I was looking for. So next, because I'm a moron, I tried to do copper. And probably you all out there are laughing already because because of the heat dissipation and everything with copper, it didn't even leave a mark. I literally thought the laser wasn't working. I probably spent 20 minutes trying to say, what's going on? Why isn't this thing firing? It wouldn't even make a mark in the copper. So I finally put a piece of stainless in just to compare, and I was like, oh, okay. Doesn't work on copper. But I thought copper earrings, that would look so cool, right? So that ain't happening. But then the next thing I tried was brass. And brass cuts really good. And I would love to find some other metals too, but I think brass for earrings is excellent. I like the way that it looks. It just cuts really well, everything about it. I can't wait to make a whole bunch of those. But you can see the holes. Definitely cut brass. The first thing I tried was 0.1, so that's a very thin brass. Excuse the nails, I'm working on my car, but these things happen. So a little too paper-like, the wind would kind of blow them away. So I thought, yeah, that 0.1 is not going to work, but that's what I had. So then I went ahead and tried a 0.2, and I'll try and put up pictures of this when I can here so you can see. But that cut out great, and I'll go into a little more detail here in a minute. But it cut out great. It's not going to be super, super fly away. I think it's good. I might try a little thicker just to see what the difference would be, but this will work. So what I'm happy about is that opens up a whole new opportunity for me to do earrings, or maybe even make inlays, or do all kinds of things, maybe with my other laser projects, and to implement metal. And I think that is super duper cool, and I'm looking forward to being able to do that. It cuts out really clean. I did take a little bit of really light sandpaper to go around the edges, just, to take off that edge, but that took like 2 seconds. And then I just cleaned it up with some metal cleaner, and it looks brilliant. It's ready to go. I literally could put some hoops on here and it would be done. Now, there's a lot more to go. I'd like to be able to put something on the back sides as well, so I have to put together some sort of thing to where I can do that. But the bottom line is it works. And I'll try and put up my settings here. I used 20 passes at like 400 speed, and then a bunch of 15 cleanup passes in between each layer. It doesn't matter because it's just working in the background mostly. So it's not like a huge input of time for me. And it probably cut it in 10 or 15. But the weird thing about when you cut metal, and I'm looking for feedback. I'm learning just like everybody else. There doesn't seem to be a lot of experts on this. So let's work on this together. But what I noticed is the metal doesn't fall through. You have to hit it with something. I noticed this for everything that I cut out. And that's kind of weird. So you never know when it's finished. It could be finished in 5 passes and you do 20, and it wouldn't make any difference as far as you being able to tell until you hit it and then it falls out. So I will do a lot more testing and see what the actual passes are. I'm guessing it's somewhere around 14, 15. And there are other techniques. Now, I did try using a wobble, and what that does is it makes, instead of going around in a line, it makes little circles around. So it's thicker than a line. And I had read or saw somewhere where like, oh, that's a better way of cutting out metal. I tried that. It didn't make any difference. I tried a 0.03 wobble. Didn't seem to make a difference. I've also heard that you can, instead of doing a cut, do an engrave and then do a bunch of passes of that. So what I'm saying is you're going to make a really thin engrave line. So you would do an offset of like 0.01 or something. Very thin line, but thicker than just a cut, right? And so that's going to probably not be so hot. And it may actually work better. I have not tried that, and so that's something I will try. But I just wanted to make a video because I got success, right? And this is something now we can use our imaginations and be like, oh, well, hey, here's how we can incorporate this in what we're already doing and just add that extra little something. Because having to just engrave on things that are already cut out to me was kind of a downer. So this is big. So settings, like I said, somewhere I'm going to try the 0.3 or something a little bigger than 0.2, but it's going to be somewhere around 15 to 20 passes at 400 speed. I'll put that up, and the focus I just put normal. So it was nothing. Just normal focus. I didn't defocus. I didn't. So the next video that I make should kind of go over how to actually make stuff with the metal, which should be a lot of fun. So I am looking for feedback from you guys to say, hey, what about this project? What about that? Or how do you use this? Or questions so that I can answer some stuff while I'm actually making products. And link below, of course, for the Monport. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, yeah, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. All right. Love y'all. Bye.